Hope doesn't spring eternal at Purdue. In fact, it runs dry after about 4 years. Mark Rogers TV on the firing of Danny Hope at Purdue, and unlike the Gene Chizik situation at Auburn, this had absolutely nothing to do with off-the-field issues or pending NCAA violations or bouts with the law. This firing had everything to do with unmet expectations on the field. Purdue, under Danny Hope in 4 years, won 22 games, lost 27. In fact, Purdue's best season, 2011, Danny Hope went 7-6, won a minor bowl over a MAC school, the Motor City Bowl. So coming into 2012, the expectations were high for Purdue for a number of reasons. The first one being is that Hope has recruited pretty well. He's gotten a lot of speed on the roster, and that speed has gone into the upper classes, the junior and senior ranks, so a lot of emerging Big Ten players. So Purdue looked to have a big season in 2012. Also because of the ineligible status of Penn State and Ohio State. So Purdue just had to get past Wisconsin to get to the Big Ten championship game. But it was very evident that they were not equal to the task early in Big Ten play, getting routed by Michigan, Penn State, and Wisconsin. Purdue, in fact, had to win its last 3 games against the likes of Iowa, Indiana, and Illinois just to gain bowl eligibility at 6-6. So Danny Hope, again, 22-27, he is out. But is Purdue expecting too much out of its head coach? Did Joe Tiller, in fact, raise the level and raise the bar and raise the expectations past what they should be? If you look at Purdue's last 10 head coaches, only 4 had winning records. They had a quick run in the 60s of success, a quick run in the 70s with Mark Herman at quarterback, Bob Greasy in the 60s, Herman in the 70s, and Jim Everett in the 80s. But when Joe Tiller took over in 1997, Purdue was winning like 2-3 football games a year. Joe Tiller recruited Texas, he recruited Florida, got speed to West Lafayette, and of course he installed a passing attack and recruited quarterbacks, NFL caliber quarterbacks, Kyle Orton, Curtis Painter, and a guy by the name of Drew Brees, who got Purdue to the Rose Bowl in 2000, something that happens like once a lifetime. Purdue was winning 8-9 ball games a year. They got, in addition to that Rose Bowl season, to the Capital One Bowl against Georgia. They made it to the Outback Bowl a couple times, went to several Sun Bowls, to the Alamo Bowl. They beat a Kansas State team in 1998 that was number 3 in the country. So Purdue under Joe Tiller raised the bar. They got to the top 25 on a regular basis. But Tiller's recruiting efforts stalled late in his tenure. In fact, it's shocking to know that Purdue in the last 10 years has produced the 10th most NFL players out of any school in the country. So 10th most NFL players, you would expect the 10th best program in the country. But Tiller didn't quite break through to that level. So what can we expect of Purdue football, and who should the next head coach be? You got Darrell Hazell at Kent State. You got Dave Doeren at Northern Illinois. Those 2 head coaches are going to face off in the MAC championship game this Friday. So Big Ten followers and Purdue fans, speak up. Let us know who the next Purdue head coach should be here on Mark Rogers TV.